Hello everyone, this is the Mgtow Cowboy. Mgtow Cowboy, coming at you guys one more again. I wanted to make a video this evening. I'm laying in my bed right now, and I had the day off. I always love my days off. I find that my stress levels are lower, and I just enjoy. I'm just sort of at a level of peace that I don't normally have during my 9 to 5. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I wanted to make a video, sort of an in-depth video, but it won't be too long. It'll probably be less than 10 minutes. And I wanted to talk about, just the male desire, the male sex drive. But it's something more than that. The male erotic ardor for the female. I think I'm gonna label this video. I'm sorry. I think I'm going to title this video something like "I Still Yearn for the Female." I enjoyed 2 full bottles of champagne, some real cheap champagne today. I had today off and I have tomorrow off. I was playing video games the whole day. I went out to a restaurant, a cheap restaurant. I got like a 3 taco plate dinner. Today was just full of rest and relaxation. I love days like this. And I wanted to talk about how the male, including myself, of course, all of us, the men in the Mgtow community, men in general, the male psyche, I wanted to talk about how I see myself drifting. I see my mind, my psyche drifting, always back to the desire for having a female, and how it is hard for me to blame myself. However, I do wish I did not have this desire. I mean, I appreciate it, but as I get older, and given the current legal structure that we find ourselves in, especially men in the Western world, I wish I could do without it. Or I do without it, but I wish I could just snuff it out completely. There's this girl I used to work with, and I find myself constantly thinking about her. She's a small girl, a young girl. If you saw her at a distance, you could probably mistake her for a child. Of course, any veteran or seasoned Mgtow guy would say, "Uh-oh, that sounds like neoteny. Joe, don't let that neoteny get in your way. Don't let it cloud your judgment." And that's so true. But at the same time, I don't know, I can't help it. I mean, I find that even to this day, this constant, this persistent yearning for a female companion, it just pervades. It constantly seeps into my daily thought pattern. I would say I have largely conquered it. I'm glad I'm proud actually that at 37 years old I never got married. I don't have any child support payments, nothing like that. I'm glad about that. Trust me, every month that rolls around, I'm so glad that I don't owe anyone any money. Oh, I remember. I guess at this point, I can't remember. Was it last summer? 2 summers ago? I guess it was 2 summers ago. I remember 2 summers ago, so 2 years ago now. I remember still having to make my last car payments. Oh man, what a good feeling to pay off your car. To not have a car payment. Such a nice feeling. You know, in so many ways, what we're talking about, we Mgtow, is our gripe towards how the government treats us when we want to engage with, when we want to have any sort of relation with a female. But you can't really, until that changes, you cannot really separate the two. Right now, as a man, I'm 37. I imagine my testosterone is still pretty high. I desire a female. And, I have several of them in my roster, but I'm talking about something else. I'm talking about like companionship and commitment and children and family. And I don't have any of that. I used to have more, but right now I have 3 women that I have what you would call regular sexual contact with. One is 36. One is 36. I'm 37. One is 38, and one is like 43. These are girls, These are girls I've met over the span of my life. They're all mothers. They're all single mothers. That's how I like to present them. I've met them. There have been times when I have disconnected with them. In some cases, I've gone over a year without having contact with one of them, or two of them, or 2 of the 3 of them, but we always end up reconnecting. Right now, I have active contact with all 3 of them. And it's really very simple. I mean, they want what all women want. It goes something like this. I work my work week, and then I have my weekend. Whatever that is. It doesn't have to be a week. It doesn't have to be an actual weekend. During the days that I'm off, I pick up my phone and I call them. Actually, I don't even call them. I text them. And, it's whatever I feel like, Do I want the one who's tall, or do I want the one who's short, or do I want the one that's skinny, or do I want the one, do I want the one who has the big tits, or whatever I want that weekend, And I text them, and I say, hey, it's me. Let's meet up. And then, they say yeah, or they say no. If they say yeah, but if they don't say anything, that's their way of saying, like, this is my week off, or I don't want to meet today, And that's nice when you have a roster, because when you want someone, but they're not texting back, that just means that they're not available, or they don't want to meet, or whatever. So you just go to the next person. You go to the next person, and then you just go down the line. And it's just really nice, when you have a roster, someone's always available. That's where I am now. And I like it. I really like it. I got a car. It's nice. It's paid off. You make a couple phone calls. You pick them up. You bring them back. You have a good time. And then you drop them off. And, I'm sort of happy in that. This has been going on for years. But I must say, there is this yearning, this inkling inside of me. And I don't know. I think it comes from, I imagine it comes from my desire to procreate. I'm 37 now. And I must admit, I absolutely want to have a child. There's this one girl in my previous work. I think about her. She's this tiny little girl. I mean, she's not a girl, she's a woman, she's a young woman. I think she's like 22 now. She wears these glasses. She has these pretty little eyes. I have had extensive conversations with her. I'm pretty sure she would say yes. I'm pretty sure she would, if I asked her out, she would say yes. But it's just amazing how once you go Mgtow, both the combination of free, I shouldn't say free, you always pay, but free sex, free intimacy. It's not free, but, easily available. It's amazing how the combination of easily available intimacy and couple that with just all the dangers that are out there with actually committing, it leads me to this Mgtow type lifestyle where, I still yearn for the female. I still yearn for the idea, of, capturing a woman, bringing her to my apartment, making her, mine, and getting her pregnant, and we'll have a family, and all these things that I think about, It's even worse than that. It's not even just thinking about them. I actually dream about these women. And there's numerous ones. I'm talking about one, but really there's multiple ones. There's this one girl, just start. I mean, there's, not where I'm working now, but where I used to work. Man, I don't know why. For some reason. Man, that location just had all these, hot young chicks. One of them was, the one I was talking about. She was, 22, just short. Just a cutie little white girl. Oh, my God. Blonde hair. Oh, Another one was another white girl. She was probably 21. She had recently gained a lot of weight, but man, she used to be skinny, but she gained some weight, but she's still fine. She got thick, but thick in a good way. She was still thick-alicious, This girl was thick-alicious. So I'd have to still hit that. Man, this one girl, she's 24, with a nice round bottom, perfectly round bottom. This one girl, another girl, a little Jewish girl, with big tits. I mean, big tits. This girl was a little heavier. She was thick, but, big tits forgive a lot. It's all these girls in 20, 22, 23, 24, 25. There were so many of them at the last location. At this point, I'm 37. I pride myself on being a Mgtow, but, I mean, you can't really escape your dreams. It's gotten to the point now where I've actually woken up and I find myself, waking myself up or waking up from a dream, and I just, I'm just thinking about these girls, and I'm positive that, like, my mind is playing tricks on me. I absolutely know that I want to have a child, and I think my mind and my body are conspiring against me. They're just like, Joe, just find a female and just get her pregnant. Everything will be fine. Just get her pregnant, Joe. But my higher rational mind is saying, no, don't do it. You'll be looking at child support, and there's going to be judges and courts and lawyers and caseworkers and stenographers, and you're going to go to jail, and she's going to, accuse you of a crime, and, so, today's just another day, and I happen to be off, and I'm in a relatively good mood, and I just wanted to make this video and share with you guys that, a lot of you are older, but a lot of you are probably younger at this point. I'm approaching middle age. And I can tell you honestly, it doesn't go away. It doesn't go away. At least so far at my age. I'm 37. And the desire is still pretty strong. To meet a female, to couple up, there's this one girl. I'll tell this quick anecdote and then I'll finish up. There's this one girl. She's an older girl. She no longer works at the location that I used to work at. She just fizzled out. She had 2 kids. She was 27 when I met her. I guess now she'd be like 28. She had 2 kids. This like half Irish, half Polish girl. And she was coming on to me, or she was coming on to me. And I really felt that I could have hooked up with her. And she was cute. I remember watching her when she wasn't looking. And she would cross her feet in a certain way. She would take her left leg and bury it behind her right leg and cross it in a certain way. And I would just look at her. She's like most women. I'm like 5'11". I'm not short, but like I'm not tall. But most women, I'm taller than them, and I just, I just love looking at like little women. These women that are shorter than me, and this girl was just like, ugh. She would bury her left leg behind her right leg and in this cross way, and while she was working it, I would just stare at her, And one of the last days I saw her, it was last summer, and there was a praying mantis on the wall. I was outside working, and I called her over and pulled her outside and showed her this praying mantis. I could tell that she was so interested in just at that moment, I seriously was only interested in showing her this insect, outside that I had spied. But she was totally on another I'm drunk. She was totally on another level. She was just waiting for me to just make a pass at her. I'm 37. She's 27 now. I'm 37, yeah. I know these women must think I'm crazy. I don't know. That's all I have to say. I just wanted to share the idea that, as I've gotten older, I don't know. I think my testosterone has kind of leveled off. It's gotten easier. It hasn't gotten harder. It's gotten easier. But I can tell you it's still strong. The desire for the female is still strong. And, what I would tell any young Mgtow is, stay strong. Keep the course. Do not get one of these girls pregnant because your whole life will change. My life is pretty good. It's very, very low stress. and I want to keep it that way. Anyway, yeah, that's all I wanted to say. I'm sorry to go long. If you guys like the content, please like, please comment, please subscribe, please share, and you guys have a good rest of your evening. This is the Mgtow Cowboy coming at you guys. Take care now. Bye.